Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We'll take you backward before we go forward, get you ready for the race as it continues to tighten up. We also have news out of South Georgia Tormenta involving the coaching staff and one of the originals. As he moves on, we'll have that news coming up in the news and notes segment. But as always, we have to go backward before we go forward and let you know what happened over the last 7 days. And in the end of August and the beginning of September, you had the 1-3-3 match at City Stadium in Richmond. Central Valley gets a well-earned point in a 6-goal thriller in a 3-3 game against the Richmond Kickers. In that particular matchup, the crowd just under 3,500 with Gabriel Ajusti in the middle. It was a goal in the 43rd by Joao Silva for Richmond, gave them a 1-0 lead. O'Dwyer scores in the 54th to make it 2-0, but then Central Valley comes back, Cerritos from the spot, and then Forbes a minute later make it 2-2. Then you end up with a goal coming all the way back. Dulisse scores for Central Valley to make it 3-2, and then Simmons scores to make it 3-3, and that was your final point earned each for Richmond and for Central Valley at City Stadium in the middle of last week. Then to start off the month of September, traditionally, as always, very, very busy. Friday night football at Toyota Stadium. Lex SC and Greenville Triumph end up with a 1-1 draw. South Georgia Tormenta drops their match at home against One Knox, a 3-1 final there. On Saturday, it was WakeMed Soccer Park, North Carolina FC, with a 2-1 win over Central Valley as their road trips and made-up games continue. Chattanooga Red Wolves, a big 3-1 win over Forward Madison at CHI Memorial Stadium. Then our match of the week is the last one at Future Legends on Sunday, Northern Colorado and Charlotte Independence. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
1 hour delay, but Trevor Amon in the blue kit, ready to get the hosts going from the center circle. Here we're going from Future Legends Complex, from left to right, the hosts. From right to left, the visitors. Driving forward to the midfield, it's Norty. Picks out Powder in the box, onto the left. The shot there, and it's history. Number 19 for Trevor Amon, the greatest goal-scoring season in league history. We'll see it again. Clever pass, picks out Noah Powder. And again, just sitting in the right spot off of the run and able to take it first time, and he's lethal from that spot. Malo Delgado, nowhere close to it, was leaning to his right. And there's really nothing to cheat with his goal that he scored today. He was just in the right spot where the ball fell to him. Made no mistake is Flanagan carrying up the left-hand side, holds off Rendon, goes down to the ground. He will earn a foul, and it'll be a yellow card. Clever first touch, and Ibarra's there in support to help him out. Dunwell's pass. It'll find Johnson. Puts it down. Oh, just wide. Centrally, an option. Dietrich slides it again. Powder. What a sliding tackle. Vital from Acosta. Dives in and stops it. Looks like to be a sure goal. We'll see it again. Just really nice patience from Dietrich to just slide it off to Noah Powder. Omar Sis, both standing over it. Sis to take. Drills it just over goal. Delgado diving for it. To his full powers in today's matchup. Substitution brought to you by Shift 4.
Charlotte Independence making its first.
Flanagan. Oberton, low shot, dangerous, it's in! Out of nothing, Charlotte equalize. A message to the bench of Northern Colorado. He'll celebrate with his own bench. Goal number 2 for Oberton on the season. In the last meeting between these sides, let's see it again. Almost out of nothing, Flanagan just carrying it forward. It's lofted in, Johnson, clever touchdown. Oberton given some space. Corner kicks tonight brought to you by Meadow Gold. Can there be a quick response from the Hailstorm? Awkward, and it's going to scrape in. That did cross the goal line. It's in. Absolute chaos. Not sure how that one squeaked in. Rogers whips it in. Trevor Ammon gets something to it, and I think that's just an absolute mistake from Austin Pack. That might have hit the head of the defender. More or less, well, his second to last contribution, he had the foul just now, but the more important one will be his role that potentially was involved with the goal. And this one will be another short corner taken. Flanagan onto the left. Flanagan over everything. Dangerous though. Thought out one from distance. Johnson is shot blocked. It's going to spin though. Corey Bennett can rope it in. Was he fouled? Referee says yes. Took a moment to think about it. Bennett, calm. Keeper goes the wrong way and he puts it home. He'll leave the ball, but he'll take the equalizer. Bennett makes it 2-2. Twice now, second half. The Independents have come from behind. We'll check it out again. Bennett, a bit of a slow run up. Delgado trying to go to his left. Ball going the other direction. To decide a winner, Rogers, Rendon. It's King, rather. Powder, top of the box from distance. Dangerous, what a goal! The first for Noah Powder, and it's special. 3-2. The assist for the first just brings into his stride, and what a pure strike. Catches it beautifully with the laces. Austin Pack diving, can't get there in time. Bennett keeps his feet about him. Oberton, 1-2, Bennett. Flanagan in a lot of space, but Bennett puts it on the right foot from distance. Oh, forces a brilliant save from Delgado. See it again, Corey Bennett opted not to pass to Flanagan, took it himself, and it was a dangerous effort. Scoring summary in the top left of your screen. You can see the 3 goals. Hernandez, a clever header to Robles. Into the channel for Hernandez. The corner flag might be enticing. They could go for a fourth. Marky Hernandez. Mazy dribble. Marky Hernandez for 4. Seals the deal. Doubles their lead in the 96th minute. The Hailstorm. This one doesn't determine the results, but eliminates all worry. And the home side will get the 3 points. Just a nice dribble inside on the left foot. Puts it where Pack can't get to. And you wonder in these moments, if you take it in field, you don't take it into the corner, there's the risk of losing the possession, but this is the benefit. You guarantee the results, and it's 4-2. But has to be a happy man now. His side with a 4-2 win. Hard fought. And they'll head home with the 3 points.
6 goals on the board. Northern Colorado gets the win, which means, as we look at the standings, getting into activity, 24 matches played, in and around that. The top 3 teams have all played 24. North Carolina FC 4 points clear. They've won 3 of 4. Northern Colorado unbeaten in 4, but they are 4 points behind, although things to keep in mind, Northern Colorado has a higher goal difference, and they have 2 less wins in 24 matches. Union Omaha right now, same number of wins, everything across the board carries to goal difference. Northern Colorado is 6 higher than Union Omaha, and that determines your 2 and your 3. Charlotte Independence had a 3-game unbeaten string, knocked out by that loss, 4-2. They're in 4th at 40 points. Then you have Greenville in 5th at 37 points. Forward Madison's lost 3 of 4, and they are back to 37 points as well. They are behind Greenville on goal difference, and that is where things stand. Those 6 would make it to the postseason as of right now. 26 matches played, 1 knocks, and a big win on the road. They're now at 35 points with a record of 9-9-8. South Georgia Tormenta at 9-12-5. They are at 32 points. They had a 3-match unbeaten string snapped with the win by 1 knocks, who have now been unbeaten in 4. Lex SC have closed their margin to 28 points. But they have 1 more win than Richmond Kickers. Chattanooga now at 24 points, unbeaten in their last 2. And Central Valley with 2 draws in their last 3 matches. They are at 19 points through 25 games. Looking at the news and notes and everything going on in and around USL League One, Team of the Week for Week 25. Player of the Week is Noah Powder for Northern Colorado Hailstorm. And once again, all these folks are presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. 1 goal, 2 assist performance in that match of the week that we had with the Hailstorm's victory over Charlotte Independence. He was at Indy 11 and FC Tulsa last season, and a former MLS talent joined the Hailstorm back in July of 2023. The TNT International, 43 points, 12 wins. First 3-goal contribution match of his career at Northern Colorado with the win. Then the rest of the roster for the Team of the Week. Amal Knight in net for Lex SC, 4 saves in the 1-1 draw with Greenville. Nicholas Cardona is at the back representing Chattanooga, along with Jordan Skelton from 1 Knox, Jamie Smith from Greenville Triumph, and Mikhail Williams from Red Wolves. Midfield is a midfield 4, Victor Falk from Central Valley, Joao Gumiero for Richmond, Tariq Muhammad from Lex SC, and Noah Powder, making sense to be a part of that midfield. Your 2 forwards up top, Alexis Cerritos from Central Valley, lone player to register multiple goals in Week 25, along with Siobhan Marsh from Chattanooga. Your bench, Sean Lewis from 1 Knox, Francois Dulisse and Omar Lemus from Central Valley, Chandler O'Dwyer from Richmond, Miguel Ibarra from Charlotte, Tate Robertson from Lex, and Corey Bennett from Charlotte Independence. So that is your Team of the Week, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Don't forget to go to USLLeagueONE.com, be a part of the fan zone, and don't forget also to follow along on social media, the 280-character app, the Facebook, and the IG, as the kids say, USL League One all across the board. Power rankings in Week 24 heading into Week 25. You end up with the top 5 teams not moving. North Carolina, Omaha, Hailstorm, Charlotte, Forward Madison. 1 Knox with their win is up 2-6. South Georgia and Greenville down to 7 and 8. Lex SC stays at number 9. Chattanooga up 1-10. Richmond down 1-11, and Central Valley staying at number 12. Player news. This is an interesting piece. Lagos Kunga, after his time with Des Moines Menace in League 2, has signed with Union Omaha. So we'll keep an eye on Lagos Kunga for the remainder of the season, and what it's going to be like to have Lagos and his offensive firepower be a part of the push for Union Omaha in the postseason as we are here in Week 25 and heading toward Week 26. The other news that we mentioned with what's going on at South Georgia Tormenta has to do with the coaching staff, and it has to do with one of the originals. Tom Morris is heading to Charlotte. And that was named this morning on Tuesday before the Wednesday matches. You end up with Tom Morris departing for a gig at Charlotte FC. Jordan Melia, who's been the League One assistant coach, also the club's academy head coach, the newly appointed first assistant for the remainder of the 23 season, effective immediately. Drew DeJean and Jay Peak of academy will assume all academy coaching responsibilities for the remainder of the 23 season. Tormenta 6-2-1, 3 matches remaining on the season in USL A. One of the originals back in 2019 with Ian Cameron. So Tom Morris heading to Charlotte FC. Great piece of news for Tormenta as an organization as they continue to build others and work their way forward. A couple of pieces of news. Tormenta FC Academy named Sam Jones as Director of Goalkeeping. So he's the new director. He'll be in charge of training the club's keepers all the way through for the U12 to U19 boys, assisting the keepers U12 to U19 girls. Born and raised in Savannah, went to Winthrop, was a part of League 2 for Tormenta FC2 and New Jersey Copa, was a graduate of Benedictine in Savannah in 2019 before he played at Winthrop, worked as a keeper coach with Charlotte Independence for 2 years before becoming an assistant at Tormenta FC at the USLW League level and the USL Academy team in 2023. So a couple of pieces of news for South Georgia Tormenta when it comes to coaching and the future of the staffs there in Statesboro. Now, that sets up all of the activity coming in this weekend, and we do have action in the midweek. So let's get into the schedule here and let you know what's going on in USL League One. In the midweek, 8 o'clock, Warner Park, Papillon, Nebraska. It is Union Omaha hosting North Carolina FC. That is one to watch, early contender, match of the week. 9 o'clock at Future Legends, Hailstorm hosting Lex SC. Then to Saturday, we've got 4 matches, and then 2 on Sunday the 10th. Charlotte hosting Chattanooga at 7 o'clock at American Legion. Paladin Stadium, North Carolina FC, as their road trip continues, having to go from Omaha on Wednesday to Greenville on Saturday. 7 o'clock at Paladin Stadium. 8 o'clock at Breeze Stevens. 1 Knox goes and plays Forward Madison. Warner Park once again. Union Omaha at home hosting Richmond. Sunday at Future Legends. South Georgia Tormenta at 6 o'clock Sunday the 10th. Takes on Hailstorm on the road. Lex SC travels from Lexington all the way to Fresno State for the late game on the week. It is Central Valley Fuego hosting Lex SC, and that one is a part of what's going on with USL League One. Juice boxes do exist for the 2 matches on the 6th of September. Union Omaha, no surprise, slightly better than even money at a -101, hosting North Carolina FC. Plus 263 on your draw on the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. North Carolina FC is a plus 233. Lex SC on the road at Future Legends, by the way, is a plus 432. Your draw is a plus 340. Northern Colorado is a minus 196. And that is the rundown of everything going on in USL League One. If you are in market and you can watch the action in USL League One, please do. It's always exciting, always fun as the chase to the playoffs continues in USL League One, especially 1 through 3, 4, 5, and 6. You've got 2 groups right now chasing after the playoff spots in USL League One. Action in the midweek, action on the weekend. If you can be there, be there. Quality competition as the race to the playoffs continues as we get toward the end of the regular season. If you're in market and can't be there in person, follow along on your local providers. And if you are out of market and still want to follow along on the local providers, please do so. And on ESPN Plus, the home of USL League One, all season long. So that is the rundown of everything going on in USL League One. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play safe, everybody. Enjoy the games in USL League One.
There can be only one!